Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I literally just had a brainstorm. I really did. Out of nowhere. As pertains to Beyond the Gates. And there was something that I forgot in my review for episode. I did episode 135 through 138 last evening. And one thing that I did forget to mention, I'll go ahead and say that now, was about the meeting with Timu Ted and June running into each other in Orphe G's. I don't know if they wanted us to think that something was going to come of that or not, but no big deal. If it does, that's fine. I don't know. For me, it really solidified to Timu Ted's whorish nature is all that I did. That's what I chalked that up to. I was like, yeah, that don't surprise me. She's like, hey, Miss New Booty. That's what it gave. Oh, I don't know her. Let me be in her face because she knew, and you're so hurt by, your separation from your wife. Again, nothing but adding on to your whorish nature anyway. So I forgot about that. But yeah, it don't matter. It's fine. It is what it is. June cleaned up is a cute little lady, so that's no big deal. But here's the thing. Here's the what if. Here's the what if. What if Doug is not dead? What if Doug actually is not dead? And I'm gonna tell you how I came. Some people were writing in the chat, Doug ain't dead, ain't no body or not. I'm like, what are y'all hitting at? I'm like, so I really paid that no attention. I told you I was tired last night. So I laid down and I had to go to this business meeting. I went to a business meeting and whatnot. And then I get back up and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what? I took myself to lunch. I like to take myself to lunch. And I said, self, what if Doug ain't dead for real? Now let's really get into Fairmont Crest males. Fairmont Crest males in the program are black for the most part. It's like a boys club, and pretty much everybody is of a melanated background for the most part. In that little club, you got Bill, you got Marcellus, you got, all them 6 degrees of separation, the men, all the men, Marcellus, Bill, Doug, Ted, everybody was involved, Papa, hell, Martin, all of them. They're all connected by their good and their bad deeds. But the one thing they all have in common is that they all have good bank accounts, good jobs, good status, and they all melanated. And then you got Joey. You got Joey because he's just a major player around. What if the whole thing with Bill, what if Bill didn't actually just rat Doug out to Joey? What if Bill actually set Joey up? What if Bill actually set Joey up and Marcellus is the one that naturally he's the fixer. He's the fixer because he's going to go do the dirty deed. What if Marcellus's job really was to do what he does, but what he's actually doing is snatching Doug and taking Doug and hiding him out while they handle Joey's ass. Because Joey is so out of order. He's so out of order, and he really isn't part of that boys club. He's not. Joey, I see Joey as that keep your enemies close. Keep your enemies close so you can keep an eye on him. And that's what I really do believe. I really do believe that it's smart, because Joey, everything that is crooked and dirty, Joey has a hand in it some kind of way. Him, his contacts, he got this on that person, that on that person, and on and on and on. Then he just got Martin back jammed up again. And remember, Bill's trying to get himself cleared back up with Mama and Papa. And Joey got Martin jammed up behind the Chelsea stuff for no reason. Because they didn't even need Joey. They didn't even need Joey. Joey didn't provide any type of service, but in the midst of it, he got Martin jammed up, and now Martin is in his crosshairs. So what if Bill wasn't really just playing a rat? And what if Bill actually did save Doug? Because when you look at it, the stuff that Joey do, yeah, he do it. Yeah, it'd be necessary sometime for, you know, for them to go that route to get things taken care of. Yeah, cool. You know, you need a deep dog, dirty dog to do some stuff. So you got to have him there. But this whole thing, I don't think anybody approved of him literally going after Doug's wife and then going as far as to kill Doug. You got his wife jammed up in some financial bull crap, and then you're going to start to screwing the woman, and then you're going to kill Doug? Out of order. Out of order. And again, they can't control him. They can't wrangle him in. He's kind of like a one of one. Like he operates on his own. He really is not part of that boys club. And he know that they don't really like him for real. And they don't. And they don't. Some of them are scared of them. But wouldn't it be good to get rid of them? And just the way that Marcellus was so vocal, because I replayed that back in my head, how Marcellus was so vocal. And I said that in the review last night. He's so vocal. People, you know, that's what I said. I said anybody that I ever gave the nickname Killer is always a person of few words. And he's just so vocal about, well, that's what Doug gets. Doug did this to himself. He ain't had no business drink. I mean, very dismissive. You know, very dismissive. Kind of like putting himself away from Doug. Like, I don't care nothing about him. I don't care nothing about him. And meanwhile, Doug might actually be on Marcellus's boat. Because Marcellus keep talking about leaving. I just put my papers in. Remember he said he put his papers in? I put my papers in for my retirement. I'm going to sail on off to the Caribbean. Is Doug on the boat? Is Doug on the boat? See what I'm saying? Baby, I done woke up. I done woke up and my mind was not wrapping around that mess that we watched. I said, this math ain't mathing. This math ain't math. This that new math they be teaching in school. I always did the old math. Old math say, no, I don't think we done with Doug right now. I think the actor that plays Doug might be on vacation. He may be on vacation going to film something, and we might be seeing him later. But I got a sneaking suspicion that Doug might not really be dead. Doug might be on Marcellus's boat. But Joey just threw some mess in the game with that, because you remember he was basically telling Marcellus that he ain't leaving. He gonna try to keep him from leaving or whatever. But I don't know. I just, this is just what I came up with, y'all. It just all came to me, and I just was like, I wonder. But yeah, I don't know. I just had to get that in. So this is literally just an extra from what we normally do. You know, I can do that because the channel's mine, so I can come when I want, and say what I want, how I want. So it's just an extra. We don't do it that often, but yeah, I had to push the button. I had to tell y'all that. And I couldn't, you know, I can't really read the comments because I'm driving, trying to get where I'm going, but I'll go back and read y'all's comments later. But yeah, I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I forgot about yesterday? I knew I forgot about June. I forgot about June and Ted because I was so mad about Smitty and June that I forgot all about her little interaction with Ted. June, you don't want that kind of problem, sis. But Ted, you know, Ted's bound to do anything right now. He just tripping. They just writing him any old kind of way. He on one. He's on one. But I think he done messed up with his wife. He should have, because that last little episode. Oh, wait. Here's this. Leslie. So now Leslie, I get it. She's having her moment where she gave her foster mom such hell growing up. She's trying to make it right because the lady is terminally ill. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And is that actually opening Leslie up? Like, is Leslie getting ready to become a softer character? I doubt it. But she's still crazy as all catnip. She done went and now she want to give her, well, she didn't just want to, she done put it in motion. She gonna move in with Eva. Like, how you just decide you gonna move in my house after I had to get a house because you put me out? Like, girl, get out of here. That's a whole mess, but that's typical crazy Leslie, right? Typical crazy Leslie. So I thought that took a whole lot of nerve. But yeah, she done already put that ball to roll, and I said, well, dang, okay. But she want to put the lady up over there at her apartment, and then she's going to go ahead and move across the street from Mama and Papa. And I can't imagine. I said, maybe she'll, you know, and then Mama was really nice to her, though. Because when Mama did give her the information about her mom and stuff like that, I said, maybe she'll back up off of Anita a little bit. But she'll only do it until Kat comes over or Nicole come over, and she'll get started all over again. And God forbid she see Ted over there, which I doubt very seriously. But she'll start all over again with all her craziness and all her vengeful acts. All that jealousy that be tearing her up all the time. But anyway, that's it. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend and a safe one. Our weather is interesting. It is interesting. I got to do everything I needed to do. Not too much going on. I have to get wet and all of that. So that's been good. But it looks like it wants to rain. It does. It really looks like it wants to rain. It wouldn't matter. I'm on my way back to my house now. So shortly I'll be taking these clothes off, and it'll be blue jeans and tennis shoes, and I wouldn't care what Mother Nature does. She can have her way with it. But yeah, we moving rapidly into the fall. Rapidly. So anyway, but I hope y'all are having a good one, and I will get up with you all later. Thank y'all for coming by. I love y'all for real. And I will go back, I promise, I'll go back and I'll read the comments that you all wrote when I get seated. I'll go back and I'll read your comments. And if something y'all say strikes me, baby, it's Saturday. I'll push the button and I'll come back. All right, y'all. Later.